Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to MK90 YouTube channel. Please like and subscribe. Comment down below. Let me know. I'm reacting to the rumors about Zinedine linked to Manchester United. So one thing I can say is this: first of all, Zinedine can't speak English. Okay, so how is he gonna manage a team that half of the players do speak English. Basically, all of them do speak English. So the only player, maybe the only player that he can actually communicate with is Varane, and Varane is from France. Sure, I know he knows some Spanish too, but Ronaldo. I mean, yes, he did coach Ronaldo when he was, in Real Madrid. Yes, I think maybe Ronaldo can speak. Maybe Ronaldo speaks Portuguese. What am I talking about? Ronaldo can speak. I don't know Spanish a little bit, but most of the players do speak English. So how is that gonna be able to help Zidane? And Zidane really want the French job because he want to coach France because that way he can speak French and to coach him. That's the job that he really want and he really want to get. I say like Ole Gunnar Solskjaer gotta go. You know what I mean? He's an amazing coach, but I think right now he's not the right fit for Manchester United at the moment. He gotta go and then to bring in like a coach who's proven winner, who can win trophies, who can win titles. So I'm saying that's what they need at the club right now. They don't need all this shenanigans going on. Before they say it was good with them, was cool with them, but in the at the international break, I be hearing rumors that the guy associated they want to get rid of him. It might be fake news, it might be true. I don't know. I said so. I'm about to react to what ESPN chatting about here. Alright? Let's get into it.
Manchester United are reported to have stepped up their pursuit of Zinedine Zidane. They're hoping to persuade the Frenchman to replace Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And when you see his managerial record, you can understand why he is said to be the chosen one if Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is to depart the club. Jan and Jules now with us to talk about this one. So Jules, last time we spoke to you about this, you said that Zidane wasn't interested. Has something changed?
Not really, no. The thing is, like the article in the Sunday Times here in the UK said it this morning, United are hoping to be able to convince him or to persuade him, that's the word they use in the article, to maybe accept the challenge. So it's far from certain that they can do that. They're hoping that Cristiano and Varane, being in the United squad now, having worked under Zidane, of course, in those glorious years at Real Madrid, can help convince him to come over. But the kind of issue stayed the same. He doesn't speak the language, and for him, this is a huge problem because a lot of his management is about the man management. So you have to be close to your players, to your dressing room. If you don't speak the language already, it's a problem. Two, he was never took in, even as a player, to manage in England. I don't think he thinks that the style and the sort of rhythm suits him that well. And two, and three, sorry, the most important really is that he's waiting for the France job, which is his dream job.
And first of all, if you want to be a coach, I'm sorry, you gotta learn how to speak English, bro. You gotta learn how to speak English a little bit because, like, as a citizen, being the player and the legend that he is when he was playing football, playing football, you have all those friends. You have so many different players. Man, you play at Real Madrid. I forgot what teams he played for. I know Real Madrid and then probably like Milan or something like that. But I know he played for a lot of clubs. All those clubs that you play for, you could have speak English. You have a lot of teammates that does not speak French. For sure. You got Beckham that did not speak French. You got Ronaldo that didn't speak French. So I'm saying you got all those players. You got Rahul. You got all those players that didn't speak French with you. So you play with them. You know what I mean? So at the time, you got all this, like the French players that like Thierry Henry. He's a manager. He do speak English. You know what I mean? So if you really want to be a manager and be a versatile, you got to be able to speak so many different languages. I'm not even kidding. You know, me personally, I wish I know how to speak Spanish, French, and Portuguese. Those are languages that I wish I knew how to speak. So I'm saying, because like English, yes, I know how to speak English and all that, but at the end of the day, me like what does you know what I mean? I would love like to travel around the world and go to so many different places so that way I can understand what people are saying. So I mean, to me, my personal thing, I know I'm getting off track a little bit, but I think Zidane need to like get a tutor or get someone who can actually like teach him how to speak English. Because like if you really want to become a manager in this modern DNA, you gotta be able to be you gotta be able to speak English. Like you gotta be able to express your wings in so many different languages and stuff like that. Because sometimes some players don't speak your language. Sometimes what you know what I mean. So and like as a Jew says, you gotta be able to connect with your players. You gotta be able to connect with your players. You can't really assume to be doing this and that. And that. You gotta be able to connect with your players, and that's what Zidane gotta do. Zidane gotta be able to connect with his players. Yes.
Which he knows will be his once Deschamps steps down, whether that's after the World Cup, so that he could just have to wait 11 months now or 12 months, or after 2024 Euros. But there's no point coming to a job now or soon and sign a 3-year deal or 3.5-year deal or 2.5-year deal if in a year time you will want to leave that job to go and get the France job. So there's still a lot of obstacles, I think, for Zidane to arrive at Old Trafford. But of course, you can always convince people with a lot of persuasion, a lot of zeros on the checkbook, and I guess having Cristiano and Varane can potentially help you, but it would be far from easy to do.
Yeah, 3 good reasons that Jules did give there as to why he wouldn't be interested in it. But
Yeah,
they
well,
did
there
mention...
we go then. Let's go to a break.
You've got players like Cristiano Ronaldo.
Line the break up, roll the break.
Rafael Varane, he's won big with those players before. Can you see him coming in?
But at the same time, he have won with those players at Real Madrid. Is he gonna be able to win with them at Manchester United? And that's a question, and that's $1 million question. Yes, Manchester United have the players. They have the players. They have the players to be able to win big. You have the players to be able to win a lot of trophies. They got Sancho, Ronaldo, Varane. They got Bruno Fernandes. They got Pogba. I don't know what the heck if he's staying or if he's going. They got Rashford. They got Greenwood, who's actually good. They got Wan-Bissaka. They got De Gea. They got Maguire. They got all those players that can actually fit in the role and actually fit and play well. I mean, they got all the players. You know, they got Juan Mata. I don't know if it's Juan Mata is still at the club. Me currently speaking, I said they got so many players that he can actually turn to great stars. But at the same time, he want to be a French manager. Like I said in the video, because this one I've already read into it. I've already know because this time my first time actually watching ESPN. Because if you follow ESPN, this question have come up so many times. Zidane was linked with Tottenham. He was linked to so many things, but he just kept saying he wanted a French job and stuff like that. So I know from advance what he actually want. But to me, you waited until Conte went to Tottenham. You could have won and got Conte. You could have won and got Pochettino. No, you could have won and got Allegri. I think Allegri going to Juventus is a bad idea, but whatever it is, man. But I say you got they had so much opportunity and so many chance to go out of there and get so many great managers. They did not. So now they kind of like,
Manchester United.
Hold on. He has won big with Rafael Varane.
Multiple times.
And many others who were actually very good and were serial winners. Look, I can't repeat what Joe said because every time we've been on this show in the last 18, 24 months discussing where Zidane might have gone, where he might go, England was never an option, no matter if it was Chelsea coming up or Liverpool or United or anybody. And it comes back to the same thing. Does he want to live in rainy Manchester? Probably not. He doesn't speak the lingo at all, probably apart from the real basics. So as Joe said, that's a major issue. And he's waiting on a much bigger cake, which is the French job. So I just don't see how. And how is it going to be a few extra? Surely he doesn't need a few extra pounds here or there. You know, that's not going to. He's not a guy, it seems to me, that's going to do something for the money. He's going to do it if he thinks it's right for him. And not that Man United are not right for him, but they'll put the whole package together. And I just don't see how it's going to change.
A manager won titles at Real Madrid. Wow.
Yeah.
I've never heard that before.
But like the way that Zidane did it, though, and how he did it.
And it was his Champions League as well.
Yeah.
But look, Zidane was great. But he was great because it was his old club. He came into a situation where he was able to re-spark something, which is excellent. But all the points that Jules made and Craig just made, it makes things significantly more difficult for him at Manchester United. Do you want to go into a situation where you have to be working through translators, doing something with still one eye on something else? When were Manchester their most successful? When was Arsenal the most successful? When you have a manager that is there for a long period of time and you have this level of stability. You bring in a guy that's already thinking, oh, it's a stopgap until this becomes available, and I'm not really sure I want to do it in the first place. Well, there's your answer if you're Manchester United.
Yeah, if you're Manchester United, you walk away from that because that's gonna be that is disaster waiting to happen. That's a really really disaster waiting to happen. You don't do that because a manager who's thinking about like, okay, I really want this but this sub's not available yet, so I'm just gonna wait. Or when this can come available, and I will go do it. So I'm gonna come over here where I can barely speak the language. You know what I mean? I gotta go to it. Like I said, tuners and stuff like that. Do you really want that? If you're Manchester United, if I'm Manchester United, I'm like, no way, I don't want that. I don't want that. I don't want nothing to do with that in any way possible if I can. So at the end of the day, I said, Manchester United gotta stop with Solskjaer right now, maybe until like the end of the season or something, and they need to go get a manager, a proven manager who can actually be winning. They already won and got, romantic with their own player. Yes, it didn't work out great for them. I think they didn't win no trophies. So now they gotta go out there and get a manager who have portfolio of winning trophies. They can get. I mean, I said Juan Benitez can actually do it. He can actually go do it. I mean, they got so many coaches in the world and the planet. You don't have to go get a big name manager. Just go get a manager who is winning and proven coach manager that have portfolio of be able to win, that have trophy, at least a title or something with a major team, like with a major league. You know what I mean? So go out there and look, because man, I'm just getting into it, man.
Just before we go to the guys, I think the fact that we're on an international break and these stories are leaking out is, and look, you know where I stand on the Man United manager, but this is not good. This is not good. It's not good. Well, it's not good for Solskjaer. I think his days are probably going to be numbered anyway. But it's just not a good look all round for Man United. The way that they're sort of sitting on their hands, unable to make a decision, potentially talking to people. Things are getting leaked. Brendan Rodgers, Zinedine Zidane, they're looking around. They've got a manager. It's their choice. They've chosen to stick with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. They have to start doing things properly. Manchester United have to start making sure they do their business properly. I know it's an international break, but this is not a good look. These leaked stories about trying to persuade people to come to this football club. It's just not a good look.
Does that show then, Jan, that support is actually weighing in for Solskjaer, the fact that we are seeing stories like this in the international break?
Well, yeah. If you see the story how it developed today in the social media, was quite interesting. At the end, English media, German media was quoting English media. Then English media quoted German media on their own quotings. And of course, I agree with Craig. The last weeks, and we can talk about Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, is probably the beginning of the end of his range at Manchester United. But the last couple of weeks, I think, has been embarrassing for all the people in and around the club that has been leaking stories. This and that was going on. And I think this with Zidane is what it is. It's something they just come up with. He's the best available manager now. He got Varane, Cristiano Ronaldo there. Everybody knows that he can't speak English and he wants to have the French job, and so on and so on. So after I knew that we were going to speak about this today, I spoke to someone at the club, and it was not Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. And then they said there was no chance that this was going on. There is no chance that they know Manchester United trying to convince a manager who doesn't speak the language to come to England and do the Manchester United job. And if we were in the management of Manchester United, then if you take a manager on now, you need someone who can, first of all, be a man manager, talk with the players, be close on them, try to change the style of playing in the middle of the season.
Yes, he's right. As I said, you gotta have a player. You gotta have. You gotta have a manager to come in who's actually gonna be amazing. Who's actually gonna be focusing on playing the game, like actually talking to the players, get on the players, and get on their style players, getting on them, pushing them, getting on them, forcing them, pushing them, and telling them, hey, if you don't play, well, I'm gonna bench you, stuff like that. And Zidane doesn't really speak English, and we all know what he did with Bale, because Bale don't really speak English. And guess what? They 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 went out of touch with with one another. So that tells you how much of a coach he is. And I said, if a coach doesn't speak English or does not speak English at all, I will not bring him to my team. He should be able to speak English to be able to coach my team and any team, no matter. So, just saying. Let's get into it.
How can Zidane do that? Having said that, Casey, I would just say that sometimes we talk about Zinedine Zidane, what he did at Real Madrid. That was just something he did while passing in and around the club. He has a fantastic record at Real Madrid, and you can compare him with some of the best managers at Real Madrid.
But I think that's why Brendan Rodgers' name has sort of been raised quite a few times. I'm not saying he's the best, greatest manager out there who they should go for. But in terms of who's available, United have sat in their hands and Conte's went somewhere else and Pochettino's gone to PSG. You know, Allegri's gone back to Juventus, not to say that's the right choice, but these were all experienced managers that were out there at one point, and United chose to stick with.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I said in the beginning. And now look, the schedules they have coming up, the guy against Wolves, okay? Villarreal, Chelsea, Arsenal, Crystal Palace, and Young Boys. And I mean, Atlanta drew with Manchester United. With the price that Manchester United have, they should have beat Atlanta. But no, because if Manchester United is able to win games, either De Gea come up with a bunch of saves, or Ronaldo come up with a brilliant performance, or Bruno Fernandes performs so outstandingly, or Pogba just decide to play, or Rashford, or Greenwood. It's never been collective. It's always been individual players that always step up for Manchester United to win games. Look at Liverpool. It's not just one player who step up. It's the whole freaking team. If Liverpool lose, it's because the whole team did not play well. And if Liverpool win, it's because the whole freaking team played well. And if Chelsea lose, it's not just because one player did not play well. No. It's because the whole team didn't play well. And if they win, it's the whole team play well. It's same thing with Manchester City. If they win, it's the whole team that played well. And if they lose, it's the whole team that didn't play well. They can afford 2 or 3 players not playing well at all. But they can still win games. But if the whole team sucks, they're going to lose games. Because Manchester United, it's not that case. It's not that case at all. Every time they step on the pitch, it looks like they don't want to be there. It looks like they don't want to be on that pitch playing football. They don't go deeper themselves. Like, you know what? This coach is not the coach I want. We can't win with this coach. That's some of the. I bet you that's some of the players' mentality. That's their mentality they've been thinking about. Oh, we can't win with this coach. We can't because he doesn't have the prefer. So some players willing to play for him. Some players are willing not to play for him. You got so divided team with Manchester United who's just, I don't know what the heck is going on. But me personally, if they're gonna step up, they're gonna lose against Chelsea. They're probably gonna lose against Arsenal if they're gonna step up. And Villarreal, maybe they might draw. Watford, they might beat them because they're not, And Young Boys, I don't really know. But Crystal Palace, if Manchester United don't step up with Crystal Palace is gonna beat Manchester United because they'll beat Man City. So they have to step up in these games. Those small teams, they have to step up. And if you play against Chelsea, you're not gonna step up. We already know what Chelsea is. They're gonna beat you if you don't step up. So Manchester United have a top fixture coming up, and they gotta step up. And if they're gonna replace their coach, they gotta do it fast, and they have to do with a coach who speak English in the language, so that way he can get on the players like he said, like Greg says, he can go on the players. You just can't bring a manager in and just his mindset is thinking about some other job, and his leg is like half in, half not. You don't want that. You want a coach who's committed and willing to do anything for the club to be able to win, to be able to take Manchester United back to the successful glories. So I'm saying, yeah, let's back in this thing.
With what they had, and now they are potentially, and I'm sure they're having a conversation behind the scenes, they're potentially looking around at what the alternatives may be, and I think Brendan Rodgers' name has popped up. Now, there's a Liverpool connection, and I get all that, and they didn't win the league, but he actually, and I know 1 or 2 don't like him, but I think if you look at his career and you study it, fantastic at Swansea, really good at Liverpool up until they They capitulated, but they should have won the league. They played some great football. Huge success at Celtic. And there'll be people out there that say, Celtic, Scottish football, easy to win. No. What's happened to Celtic since Brendan Rodgers left? Rangers have taken over. They were winning everything. Goes to Leicester, builds a good squad there with good recruitment, and have been competitive and have won the FA Cup. And I think what United might be doing is saying, look, this might not be the ideal scenario for us, but we have a guy here who has proven himself, at least, and that might put us in a better footing than where we are at the moment. And I think that's why we're seeing Brendan Rodgers' name mentioned. And it's been mentioned because I think they know deep down they're not going to get Zidane.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live
I said,
streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.
I said, please, ladies and gentlemen, please like and subscribe. And like the video and share the video. I said that this recording been like 21 minutes, if I'm not mistaken. But I'm not gonna hold you guys here for long. So please like and subscribe and drop a comment down below. Let me know your situation. Let me know if you're a Manchester United fan. Let me know if you're a fan of what Greg said about getting, their coach, Liverpool ex-coach. So let me know. But my person, I think they should go ahead and get him in the club because he have done so great. That's a great success. So, in my opinion, I said, let me know in the comment down below. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know about what y'all thought about it. I said, be humble, be humble, love and respect. Peace.